After 10 years of serving you, this is how they planned to pay her back. She knelt, not to beg, not for money, but to be remembered, to be seen, even if it's just once is just once. Before the sun ever rose, before the city breathed, she was already awake. Not because she wanted to be, but because someone else's life depended on her sacrifice. Her days began in silence and ended in exhaustion. Every morning, her hands lit the fire that warmed another family's home. Hands cracked from soap, fingers burned by heat, dreams slowly erased by duty. She cooked their meals so they could chase their dreams, while hers faded quietly in the background. She taught their children how to walk, wiped their tears, held them through nightmares. They called her Auntie, but never learned her real name. She gave them love, yet belonged nowhere. When darkness came, she stayed awake, rocking them to sleep, whispering comfort into their fears, while her own children slept miles away without her arms. In that house, she was not a person, she was a service, seen when needed, invisible when exhausted. She prepared feasts, but ate alone. She fed laughter, but swallowed her hunger. In a house full of voices, she lived in silence. While birthdays were celebrated there, her own children blew out candles through a phone screen. She smiled so they wouldn't hear her breaking, because survival sometimes demands the cruelest sacrifices. Years passed. The children grew taller. Her body grew weaker. Time took everything from her, except her loyalty. Then one morning, her entire life ended in one sentence. "We don't need you anymore. Don't come back. No goodbye. No gratitude. No dignity." 10 years erased in 6 words. She stood still as the world kept moving. Her heart stopped, but the stove kept burning. That was the moment she realized. She had been forgotten while still alive. She folded her uniform like she was folding a decade of her life. Each crease held a memory. Each wrinkle held pain. No hugs, no thank you, no farewell. Just a door closing behind a woman who once held that house together. In the city, thousands passed her. No one noticed her tears. No one slowed down. Because pain is invisible when it belongs to the powerless. On the bus ride home, among strangers, she finally broke. Not because she lost her job, but because she lost her worth in the eyes of those she served. Uniforms stood still. Parents watched in silence, and dignity was left on the cold stone floor. When she finally